This is a really nice mindset, especially if you're into business and entrepreneurship. See money as the score, like in a game. So, when we used to play games, there was like a score, a high score, or, some kind of point tracking system wasn't there. In Mario Kart, there's a score. In RuneScape, there's like GP, like gold points, and that's kind of like your score in a sense. That's like money. If you see money as a score in a video game, we can then say that business or entrepreneurship is the game. The game is business and the score is money. So you are as good in business as you could be based on how much money you've actually made from this. What you should do to use this mindset is to play the game that you actually enjoy. Because think about this. Really imagine this, right? Imagine if there was someone who was addicted to a video game and had been playing it every day for years. And imagine if he didn't even enjoy that game, but he literally played just because he was addicted to getting the point higher. That would be sad, wouldn't it? That would be really sad. There's people like that in the world right now. They don't like what they do, but they're just doing it to get the points. But what's the point of the score, the money, if you don't even enjoy your life? What's the point? And so the idea is, why not play the game? Like, why not do the business, the career, whatever it is, the way to make money in something that you actually enjoy? Play why would you ever play a video game that you don't enjoy, right? We play the game that we enjoy. And then inside of that game, because we enjoy it, inside of that game, we want to get the highest score possible. We find the business or the career that we actually enjoy. And inside of that, we just want to make as much money as possible because we enjoy this game anyway. So this was like just a different mindset for me, which I've only just been thinking about over the last like 6 months or so, to really feel like, first of all, it made me feel fine with making money because I realized making money is the point, like the score of business. It's how you track progress. And suddenly, it took a lot of that negative pressure off, like in the space of like YouTubers and stuff. It's kind of cool to act like you don't care about money, isn't it? It's kind of cool to be like the kind of guy who has nothing to sell and everything. Because like people, if you sell something straight away, 1,000 people will hate you for it just because they're usually quite broke as well. And so they'll just think that you're a bad person for some reason, right? These guys don't really like, they're still quite a small amount, but these guys don't really understand how the world works, and they're probably usually like 14 years old and they're just weird people. And so we understand that these people aren't rational, but there will be a bunch of people who criticize you for trying to make money. And so when I did think this through, that money is the score and business is the game, it kind of gave me permission to make more money, because I just thought to myself, like, imagine playing a game and imagine someone else playing the game, and imagine that guy saying that you're a bad person because your score is higher than his. Imagine you playing the game in a way where you're getting a really good score, and that, that friend of yours that then says that you're lying or cheating or hacking. You'd be thinking, that this guy was like an idiot, wouldn't you? This is what's happening in real life. I'm telling you right now, you might not experience this, but I'm telling you right now, as you make more money, people are going to criticize you. As you get a higher score in this game, people are going to say that you're cheating, that you're lying, that you're a scammer, that you found a way to hack the game or something. People are going to say these things just the same way that they used to on Call of Duty, when they used to say that you hacked. Like, one of my friends said this to me, bro. I was on his Xbox, playing split screen on him. This was years ago. And I killed him. And he was like, oh, but you hacked the game. I was like, no, no, look at the kill cam. The kill cam comes on and just shows me like he wasn't even looking at me. I like knifed him in the back or something. And he literally said, you hacked the kill cam. He literally said to me, we were playing on his Xbox in his house, that I hacked the kill cam of the game. The sort of the kill cam shows like after you've gotten the kill, how it happened from my perspective. He said that I must have like hacked what video was shown there when we were playing on his Xbox. Like, I've not even like been tempering with it or anything. So there's gonna be some people that when you do better than them in a game, they're gonna call you a hacker, aren't they? Some people are just like that. And in real life, that's the exact same thing that's gonna happen. But another thing is, especially if you've been like a video game addict, like I was for a lot of my life, you know how to slip into that mode of being addicted to the game, don't you? You know what it feels like to have been addicted to a game. Why not become addicted to this game? This is the most rewarding game you can play. The same, like, it really works very similarly to a game. There's other players that you're competing against. There's usually that one guy who doesn't ever trash talk or anything, but this one guy just keeps doing really well and he's really competing. And if you take your eye off the game, that guy's going to win. This is the type of guy who, before he even plays the game, he goes into the training lobby and practices his aim and warms up for like 10 minutes, compared to everyone else who just like jumps in and doesn't educate themselves or doesn't train or anything like that. Then there's those guys that you easily beat and they call you a hacker or a scammer or something. There's your competition and stuff. Why not treat business as a game and think to yourself, yeah, this is a really fun game, and two, there's going to be, people who call me a hacker or something, and they're like those low tier guys who get like 3 kills per game, just like 3 kills, 17 deaths. That was my old friend. but 3, remember when we used to play these games, that the most fun we would have was when we had like a clear mission to work on, like a goal, a huge thing to work on. There was this new project we were doing in the game. There was this goal, this intention. We wanted to get to 10th prestige, or we wanted to make this much money inside of that video game, or we wanted to build this thing inside of the game. That was the most fun we would have. Do you remember when we would achieve those things and we didn't have like a current goal for playing that game? We'd hop on the game and just kind of waste time and not really know what we were doing. So in RuneScape, I played this game called RuneScape, which is kind of similar to World of Warcraft. People don't really play these games anymore. Like, I played games like 10 years ago. But there was a thing called bank standing, where when you were bored, all you'd do is just kind of stand around and just talk to people. But you literally didn't even enjoy the game anymore. But the times you'd enjoy the game the most is when you'd set a goal and you'd go and achieve the goal. And that's exactly how the game of business works. When you just coast along and stay consistent and just do what you're doing. Consistent is the wrong word there, but when you coast along and you don't have a clear goal, it feels like you're just bank standing. It feels like you're just wasting time. But in business, when you set that big goal, that mission, okay, make this much money 6 months from now, in December of this year, 2023, over December, I want to make $5,000. Now you're going to get that burning drive. Now you're going to want to do something. Now you're going to want to be productive. That's where that drive comes. And with that drive comes the hard work that then starts to feel fun. So say to yourself right now, business and making money is just a game. And the high score of this game is just how much money you've got. Feel good about making a bunch of money. And also think to yourself, okay, I got the highest scores in a video game when I actually set the goal and intention to do it. And so you need to set that same kind of goal and intention in your work right now.